Hey everybody, welcome to Tech with Brett, where I help tech work for you. Thanks to Amazon, they provided the EchoFrames 3rd generation. We're going to check out everything it can do. Let's get started. Now here the EchoFrames come in this nice box. Here on the back you can see all the different items that are included. One pair of EchoFrames 3rd generation 2023 release with foldable carrying case, cleaning cloth, charging stand, USB-A and USB-C cable for charging stand. Power adapter is sold separately. Now to use this device, you will need an iOS or Android device with a Wi-Fi or mobile data connection and Bluetooth connection. The EchoFrames use mobile or Wi-Fi data and the Alexa app for connectivity and other feature. Carrier fees may apply. That's so that it can use data on the go. And here's the version that I have. Now these ones just have the glass in the frames, but they are prescription ready. So you can take these to your eye doctor and they would be able to make your prescription fit these. You can also get them with a blue light filter, or you can get them with sunglasses inside. Here, this is the rectangle model. It also comes in all kinds of other shapes as well as styles. And this is the classic black with non-corrective lenses. Let's get them unboxed. Never miss a moment. So for the first box, here we have the frames, and those look pretty great. Let's go ahead and open those up. Now, one thing I'm noticing is these are slightly smaller than the previous generations, and they are very light. They only weigh 37 grams. Now, one of the first complaints I have with the first generation is they weren't able to grasp onto the back of my ear very well. Now with these, you do have that option. So you're able to bend this to get them to kind of grasp on a little bit better. So really excited to try that out. The other thing is the battery life wasn't great. I was able to use them for a few hours, but I'd like a little bit more standby time with these. So I think that is going to be included, where you could have up to 14 hours of standby time or even 6 hours of continuous play, which is really awesome. So those are the frames. They look really good. Let's try them out. What do you think? I think they look pretty awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and see what else is inside the box. So in here we have some instructions. We're going to plug in the stand into a certified 5-watt power adapter, insert the smart glasses into the charging stand with lenses facing up, wait 6 seconds for the pulsing light to turn orange. If it blinks red, reinsert the smart glasses. Your smart glasses are ready to wear. Put them on and download the Alexa app to complete setup. Then here we also have a user guide with more details on this. So on the actual glasses, we have a status light, a microphone, we have a back action button, a front action button, volume up, and speakers. So here you have the back action button, the front action button, and then here you have the volume up and down. And then back here is where you have the speakers. Now these have 3 times as much bass as the previous generation, so I'm excited to hear how those sound. Now I'm going to be using a microphone here so you can hear exactly what it is showing. So if you see that, that's what that is. And here we have the charging stand with the power cable. Now I'm really excited about this new charging stand. Previously you had a little magnetic attachment that you put on the side with a cable. I always lost that cable and it just wasn't very easy to attach. So it's nice that I'll just be able to rest them down for this to get charged. So here we're just going to put the USB-C cable in there, rest these down. Now to charge these, we're just going to fold up the glasses. We're going to slide it in here, and there you'll see on the charging stand that they are currently charging. Now the charging dock will turn green when it has a full battery. It's solid orange when it is charging, and then it is white when the detected smart glasses placement. And then if it is blinking red, that is an error. We need to reinsert the glasses. Now these are sweat resistant, so IPX4 water and sweat resistant, so don't put under running water. Avoid high heat, so don't leave out in the car all day, and then do not use alcohol solution cleaners. Let's check out the accessories. So in here we have a fancy foldable carrying case that we can take with us, and then here we have a cleaning cloth. So here when we're not using the case, it folds up nice and flat. Then when we want to put the glasses inside, it magnetizes there. We open it up, place in our glasses, and then there it shuts just like that. And now they're going to be protected if we put them in a bag or in our suitcase. Now one thing that you want to do first when you put these on is get them to fit properly. Now I'm already noticing they are fitting a little bit better than the previous ones. Now one thing we can do is adjust the temple tips here so that they're going to fit a bit snug. So we're just going to hold them and then we can kind of press them in a little bit more. So it's then going to grip onto my head a little bit more. Now that is a little bit too much, but they're definitely grasped onto my head where previously they kept sliding down on the older version. So it's great to see that improvement. Let's go ahead and open the Alexa app and get them paired up. Now we're going to head into the Amazon Alexa app. At the top right, we're going to tap the plus. Now we're going to select device, Amazon Echo, and here we have Echo Frames. Now it's asking for us to select your smart glasses. Choose below if your smart glasses have a charging adapter or a charging stand. So they have the charging stand. That was the adapter on the previous one.
Your device, open the temples. If you hear Alexa inviting you to connect or see an orange status light on the inner right temple near the hinge, you may press continue.
So up here on the top right, I do see the orange light pulsing. And there I did hear Alexa greet me when I put on the glasses. So now we're just going to select continue. All right, and here it found my frames. And here the device supports Alexa. Let Alexa help you find music for your day, directions, or turn on lights when you get home. Now that's one of the things I love about these is how it's kind of a voice assistant wherever you go. Even if you're out and about in the car or on a walk at the park, you can use Alexa right here on the Echo Frames. Now we're gonna try and not activate your devices at home. So if you hear me muting a bunch of words, it's because I'm muting the wake word for your Echo devices in your own home. And now my phone is asking to pair with the Echo Frames. I'm going to allow it to access contacts. Here we're going to tap allow again. Okay, so we have already put on the frames.
Your new smart glasses. Let's learn a little bit about them. Your smart glasses have Amazon Open Ear technology. It directs sound towards your ears, letting you listen to audio without headphones and allowing you to engage with the world. The volume control is the longer button located on the left side of your smart glasses. In quiet environments, you can check the volume to reduce what others can hear. Simply hold your smart glasses at arm's length and lower the volume by pressing the back of the button until audio is not noticeable.
And so already the sound from my phone is coming out of the Echo Frames. And so here I can then turn up the volume on the left side of the frames.
Here's how to accept and reject phone calls from your smart glasses. The action buttons are located on the right side of your smart glasses. Press the front action button to answer a call. Press the back action button to reject or hang up a call.
So here on the right side, if I push the front button, it's going to answer a call. If I push the back button, it will reject a call. Previously, there were some swipe gestures, but now you have those action buttons that make it really easy to know exactly what you're pressing.
Access Alexa on your smart glasses whenever you want. You can always mute the microphones for added privacy. The action buttons are located on the right side of your smart glasses. To mute the mics, press the front action button twice.
Mic muted.
While in this mode, the status light will display red and fade. You'll still be able to receive calls, but Alexa won't respond when you ask her a question. To unmute the mics, press the front action button twice again.
Mic on.
The status light will flash blue.
Now, similar to your Echo speakers, you have the option to mute Alexa on the Echo Frames. All you have to do is press the front action button 2 times. Once I've done that, now I see a little red light here showing that Alexa is muted. And here when I push the double tap, you'll see the red light indicating it is muted. Now that doesn't stay on, so if it's just not working, you may need to double tap the front button to activate Alexa. Now you can control your music with these action buttons as well. If you double press the back action button, it will play a recommended playlist for you. You can pause by pressing the front action button. And then if you want a different playlist, you can double press the back action button. Again, we'll test it out here in a bit. Next, we're going to learn about the VIP filter. This is where the Echo Frames can only alert you for the specific apps or contacts that you want instead of every single notification that comes to your phone. So all we need to do is tap enable, or you can tap later to do this later. So I'm going to go through and select contacts that I want to come through the VIP filter. And you can just search for a last name and quickly select all your family. Now we're going to select save. Then you have the option to choose other apps. So if I wanted to, I could select Discord, I could choose WhatsApp, and then down here I have other applications as well. Now let's go ahead and select Ring so I'll be notified when somebody is at the door. The VIP filter is now set up. Now check out features and tips later to learn more. And now it's going to make sure that it's pronouncing my name correctly.
Brett.
Nailed it. And now I'm going to go through and add my favorite contacts. This is going to help you connect with them faster. This is also going to show who already is using Alexa devices so that you can quickly communicate with them on their devices. And now you have the option to add profiles to your family. I already have my family set up, and that's everyone. And now our Echo Frames are all set up. So let's go ahead and check out what we can do here in the Alexa app. So here in the app under Home, we have the Echo Frames, we have the battery percent, and we have VIP filter. So if we want to adjust that at all, we just tap on it and we can go through and adjust that anymore. And then we can see more by going into the gear icon into the settings. So here we have the current battery status. Here we have features and tips. So if you want to learn more, here we can turn on and off the VIP filter. Here we can manage that contacts and app list for VIP filter. Here we have notification sounds. So right now we have chime and description, or we could just have chime. I like hearing what the chime was for, so we're going to keep that on. Next, we have group messages. So when enabled, you will hear group messages. Let's go ahead and turn that on and then pause new request. When enabled, you will not be prompted to add new apps and contacts to your VIP list. And I'm going to keep this off because as I'm using it and downloading new apps, it will then notify me and I can choose then if I'm going to turn it on or off for that app or contact. Next here we have the option to pair a device. We've already paired it, but we can connect up to 2 devices at the same time. So I could connect this to my computer so I can be listening from things on my computer and then I can quickly jump to my phone. This would be great if you want to use Zoom on your computer. You could then listen to your calls right here. It's really nice because you don't need to have the earbuds, but other people on the call wouldn't be able to hear them because they're right close to your ears, which is really great. Now here we also have the wake word. So we could use Alexa or we can change it to Echo if we want to, similar to the speakers, just not as many wake options. So if you really don't want to say this word, you do have Echo. And then here we have block personal response. When enabled, Alexa will block personal responses while your smartphone is locked. This includes responses related to your Amazon account, shopping, contacts, location, smart home devices, and more. Once your smartphone is unlocked, you will be able to receive all Alexa responses for a period of 2 hours. Now this is really great to add some security to what the Echo Frames are able to say. So when your phone is locked, it wouldn't be able to give some of those extra things. If you are the only one that would need to use these, you may want to turn that off so that you always have access to those extra things that it can tell you. Down here we have the status light. You can choose to have it on the left or on the right side. So by default, it is on the right side. Now, one really interesting thing is not only do you use Alexa with these, but if you have an Android phone, you can use Google Assistant. And if you have an iPhone, you can actually use Siri. Let me show you how you can do that. We're just going to come in here and go to custom shortcuts. So we're going to change this and we're going to go to personal assistant set. So now that we have that, if we hold the back button, that's going to open our phone assistant. So let's do that. I'm going to hold down the back button. And then here you can see it's giving me an option to choose if I want to use Alexa or if I want to use Google. So we're going to tap Google and I'm going to tap always. So now while I'm using my Echo Frames by voice, I can use Alexa, but if I want to use Google Assistant, I can now easily do that. All I have to do is hold down the back button. What's the weather tomorrow? And now I have those callouts right here on my Echo Frames. It would be similar if you're using an iPhone. Or we can choose the music set, which is skip forward and then skip back. Or we can add a custom set. So if you wanted to choose the 2 different things that it can do, so at the front, we could choose Alexa, phone assistant, skip forward, skip back, or read last notification. That's pretty handy. And if we press and hold the back button, here we have the option to do Alexa, phone assistant, skip forward, skip back, or read the last notification. So right now we're going to keep it on the music set to see how that works. Now next we have Find My. So this is going to locate your Echo Frames if you're connected to them, but you don't know where they are. So this allows you to see where they were last located. And then here you also have the option to get directions to the glasses. And at the bottom we have About, Send Logs, and Forget the device if you no longer want to use it. And so those are the settings, but now let's go ahead and start talking to Alexa and see what you can do with these devices. Alexa, what's the weather tomorrow?
Tomorrow you'll see hazy sunshine and can expect a high of 45 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 26 degrees.
Alexa, what's the weather in Vegas tomorrow?
Tomorrow in Vegas, Utah, you'll see partly sunny weather and can expect a high of 51 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 31 degrees.
Pretty cold. Now one thing I'm noticing is when I do give a request, it's giving a little ding indicating that it heard me, and then when it stops hearing me, it's also giving a little ding. Alexa, how far is it to the moon?
The moon is 251,000 miles away from Earth.
Now this is really great. I can be using these throughout the day and I really like how it's not covering my ears. Earbuds are cool because they're private and no one can hear you, but I really like how these allow you to still be in the room, but also be connected with Alexa. So if I'm talking to my family, they wouldn't know that I have Alexa in my ears right now. They would just know I'm wearing glasses, which I normally don't. But they would not know that I am listening to music or other things like that. So if I am playing music, no one's going to be able to hear me from much further than a foot or two away. Alexa, let's play some music.
Playing your station, Mix, on Amazon Music.
I should have stayed at home.
So now it's playing the music. If I want to pause it, I press this front button. Hit pause the music, push it again to play. If we hold it down, that's going to skip to the next song. And then if you want to go to the previous song, you would hold down the back button. And then you can also do all of this by voice. If you say, Alexa, play the next song, Alexa, volume up, Alexa, play. Now, by default, all of the music is going to be coming from your Amazon Music. So I'm actually going to play a different app, and because this is over Bluetooth, it can play any other app that you have on your phone. You just need to start it from that app. So here we're going to go into my YouTube Music, and I'm going to play my New Jams playlist. So here I can adjust the volume over here on the right side. See if we go pretty low, it goes all the way to mute. Here I have it barely on. There's about 50%. And there is 100%. Let's go ahead and see how far away you can actually hear this from. So right now I can hear them because it is all the way up. So that's pretty loud. They're at about 50% from a few feet away. I can barely hear that there is music on. So if you don't want somebody to listen to what you're listening to, just make sure you turn it down lower or step a few more feet away from them. But I definitely have always felt like what I'm listening to is very private. Nobody has ever been like next to me and said, hey, that's a cool song you're listening to. So I think this is a really cool implementation. And then this does have 3 times the amount of bass through these speakers, which is really great to have that improvement. Let's see if the controls still work. So I can press once, it's going to pause it, press again. There it plays, and then hold it down. And it goes to the next track. So really great that you can use those music controls from whatever app you want to use instead of just the Amazon Music app. All right, now let's go ahead and try controlling some of our smart home devices. Alexa, turn off floodlight 2.
Okay.
There you go. You can see, oh, this side. There you go. You can see it quickly turned off the light. Alexa, turn on floodlight 2.
Okay.
Alexa, set floodlight 2 to red. There you go. So you have all those smart home controls. You can start routines and announce to other devices in your home all through the frames. This is really nice. I can just say, Alexa, announce it's dinner time.
Announcing.
Now, I think this is really cool because I can do all of this all without picking up my phone, looking at the screen, or talking to a voice assistant. So if I'm at the park or walking on the treadmill and I remember something I need to do, I can quickly add it to my shopping list or make a reminder for that. So it's nice that Alexa can go wherever you are. And again, if you don't want to have it listen to you, you can then double tap the front button here. It's then going to mute. So right now we heard that it's muted. And if I say nothing is happening. It is not listening to me. So it's great that we have all of those different features right here. I just found there is another device listening to me over there. Now that I've got these set up and working and shown you a few different features, I'm going to go ahead and test these out, testing out battery life and just how they work overall, and I'll be back in a bit. I've now been using the Echo Frames for a few days and learned a few things. First of all, let's talk about powering the device on and on. So unlike other versions of the Echo Frames, you had to physically turn those off. With these Echo Frames, all you need to do is close them and they will turn off. When you open them, they will automatically turn on. Then when you place them on your head, you'll receive a notification about how much battery life you have. And here you can see that I'm currently connected. When I'm done using the Echo Frames, all I need to do is take them off and close them, and then they will disconnect. Now you can see it automatically disconnect. Now yesterday I charged these up to 100% and I took them off the charger at about 9:30 in the morning. I wore them all day long. Throughout the day I was using them for music, listening to podcasts, phone calls, and other things. At the end of the day, around 9 o'clock, I decided I was done using them and I took them off and I had 39% battery life. So to be able to have them work all day long, being able to give me notifications, standby life, that is pretty great. Now this morning I took them to the gym, so I was about 37% battery life when I went to the gym, and I was at the gym for 90 minutes listening to music and podcasts the entire time. At the end of the gym session, I had 9% battery left after 90 minutes. So I'd say that's pretty good. I lost 25% in 90 minutes of full usage, but then when I'm not using them, the standby life was really, really great. Now at the gym, they definitely passed the fit test, meaning I was able to run, walk, or just do my different workout without them falling off or anything like that, which was great. But the one thing they didn't pass was being able to perform well in a loud environment. Now this is the main negative of having speakers like this versus headphones that are in your ear. If you need something that's loud, has a bunch of bass while you're working out, you're definitely going to want to look for in-ear earbuds or the Echo Buds. But if you are out and about on your own, away from crowds and other things like this, I think these are going to perform really well. I noticed that at the gym, I had to turn up the volume all the way so that I could hear the speakers. And then I was mainly able to hear the high notes or more of the treble versus the bass. But that, of course, was at a crowded gym in a wide open space. So something you may not be using very often, but just know that it's not the best experience there. But I found that whenever I was in a much quieter area, or even just a little bit less of a noisy area, they performed really, really well. Mainly I'm going to be using these in the car, at home when I'm working on the computer, or taking a walk around the park. They are going to work really well. So now let's go ahead and test out some of the further features. First one let's check out is phone calls. So let's say somebody is calling me. Well, to answer that phone call, all you need to do is press the front action button and that will answer the call. If you want to decline the call, you would push the back action button. Let's try it out. All right, so here I am receiving a call. It's showing up on my phone, my watch, and it is ringing here on the earbuds. Just press the button and then that will answer the call. And now I am talking to them. And then when I'm done with the call, I just need to press the back action button and that will then hang up on the call. So it's great that you have those easy controls right here without even needing to get my phone out of my pocket. Now let's go ahead and call somebody using Alexa. Alexa, call Carrie. And now it is ringing and hopefully they answer.
Hello?
Hey, I was just wondering what time you needed to leave tonight.
I need to leave by 5.
All right, I better hurry up.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks so much.
Okay, bye.
And then when I'm done with the call, I can just push the back action button to end the call. Very simple, super easy to use. Let's go ahead and try doing a text message. So we're gonna try by voice. Alexa, send a text to Adele.
What's the message for Adele?
Are you finished with your homework?
Got it. Your message to Adele says, "Are you finished with your homework?" Should I send it?
Yes.
Sending SMS from your mobile.
And so there I was able to send a text message hand-free. I did need to go through a series of questions if I didn't know who we were talking about, but it's great that it was able to send that off. Now, when you receive a notification, if it's from a new application, you will want to push the front action button to accept notifications from that app. But if you've already accepted that, this is what those notifications will sound like.
Press front button to hear from Tech with Brett on Messages app. Press back button to decline. Tech with Brett says this is a text message.
Now, I think it's really great that as I'm walking around wearing the glasses, I can then receive those notifications right through my ears. I don't even have to look down at my watch to hear that notification, and I can then pull out my phone if I need to know more. So it's really great that you have kind of a filter of all the notifications you're getting right on your eyes so that you can then interact with them and still be in the present. Now, one thing I've done to customize my Echo Frames is make sure that I use the custom commands for the buttons on the side. So right now I have it set up where when I hold down the front action button, that will skip the song because typically I'm listening to music. And then if I want to use Google Assistant, I'm holding down the back action button. So I think it's really great that I have the option to choose to use my phone assistant on this as well. And then if I push the front button, that's going to pause or play music. If I double tap, that's going to mute Alexa. And then if I double tap the back button, that will go previous. And if you do need to pair your Echo Frames to a new device, you can hold down both action buttons at the same time to put it into pairing mode. Now, overall, I think these are a really great product. It's great to see that they're continuing to improve on the design as well as the functionality of what the Echo Frames can do. I love that I now have the charging stand that I can easily charge them up on without needing to plug in the cable. And then I like how I have simplified controls without using the touchscreen with the action buttons on the side or the volume buttons on the other side. Now, I think it's really nice that you have those customized options. And then I think it's so great that all you need to do is close them and that will automatically power them off. You open them up and it turns it back on. That's going to save you a lot of battery life. Many times before, I would leave the other Echo Frames open and then they would just be on. And over time, they would power off, but it's nice that these have the option to quickly close and open. So if you have any further questions about the Echo Frame 3rd generation, please let me know down in the comments below. If you want to pick some up, I'll leave a link down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.